Dear students of class 5A, today's in the class of GK, today I shall introduce a person with you, the name of a person with you, who dedicated his whole life for the upliftment of not only the people but also took an oath to educate them. He was an educated man, he was a professor of a college and encouraged the people, the students of the college, to receive education and to follow the system of education which helped them in their way of life. Who was he? He was Henry Louis Vivian Dirozio. It is not a part of your lesson, but since the class is general knowledge class, that's why I am giving you some idea of this noble heart person. He was a professor of Hindu college. That time the Hindu college was there. Now it has become, presidency college. But earlier it was Hindu college, which was established in the year 1817 by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Henry Louis Vivian Dirozio was born in Calcutta in a Indian Portuguese family in the year 1809 on April 18. At that time, Calcutta was not as crowded as it is now. It was then a lonely city. People used palanquins and horse-drawn carriages for traveling within Calcutta. Some rich people used elephants. Here and there one could see stables for horses. Dirozio lived in a red building near the Dorga at Moulali in Calcutta. He was senior to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He was junior to Raja Ram Mohan Roy by 35 years and senior to Ishwarchandra Vidyasagar by 11 years. Henry went to school at the age of 6. He was a student of Dharmatala Academy. David Duman established the school near Chandni Chowk. But students had to cross on foot a road and a vast field shaded by green trees, to reach their school. Dirozio dedicated his life for the cause of the upliftment of not only men but women also. He introduced education among the women. He attracted the women to receive education, the knowledge of Western education, the knowledge of modern science. He encouraged the people, and during his time, a group of people did not like him because of his moderate thinking, moderate ideas, because most of them they are conservatives. Those who are conservative interests, they did not like Dirozio. I discussed about Dirozio because of only one reason. What lesson I am going to introduce you is relevant to the life of Dirozio, because the time when Dirozio became a professor of Hindu college, that time there was no railway line. They had to cross on foot, and some rich people used, as I told you earlier, elephants, palanquins, horse-drawn carriages. These were the common people. These were the things used by common people: palanquin, horse-drawn carriages. But rich people used horses. But the time afterwards, the British set up railway line in India in the interest of themselves, when the industrial revolution took place in England. In the interest of themselves, they established a large network throughout India in order to supply their productive goods from one place to another, because India was a large in this large country. Naturally, they to needed to set up railway tracks throughout different parts of India, and hence the railway line and the railway service have been helping us to travel from one place to another. Now today our lesson is, you know railway journey. Railway journey. Lesson 19. Railway journey. Railway journey. You know, we often travel through railway. We often travel through rail to visit different places, to visit our relatives, to visit our family members, to visit our friends. We often travel by railway, by rail or train. Now, what should we do and what should we not do while traveling? While traveling railway, while traveling through train, what thing we should do and what thing we should not do. Today I am going to discuss about it. We should pack our clothes properly. Should we pack our clothes properly or not? We should pack our clothes properly. But we should not pack our clothes. If I say we should not pack our cloth properly, that answer will be wrong. So what should be the correct answer? We should pack our clothes properly. And second one, we should always never keep water bottle, medicines and snacks with us. Here, what should be the correct answer? We should always keep water. We should always keep water bottle, medicines and snacks with us. But if I say we never keep water bottle, medicines and snacks with us, that answer will be wrong. So we should always carry water bottle. We should always have medicines with us. We should always keep snacks with us. Whenever we get, we get, very much hungry, that time immediately we shall take it out and start eating snacks. That's why snacks is very important part at the time when we travel by train, or since our part of teaching is railway journey, I am using the term rail or train. Next, we should wear inexpensive or expensive clothes while traveling by train. We should wear inexpensive dresses, inexpensive wares, inexpensive clothes. But anytime it can be dirty, because air is polluted. At the time when we travel by train, air pollution is there, and that's why we should not wear expensive clothes, but inexpensive clothes while traveling by train. And next point, we should reach the station before just at the departure time. We should reach the station before the departure time, but not just at the departure time. We always do work before. We should always do work in advance, before time. so that we can make it properly, and we can do it properly and make it properly. That's why, my dear students, sorry, interruption, sorry for the interruption, it is load setting. It is due to the reason, my dear students, we should careful about the system when we usually go by train from one place to another. And next time we should stand close to or far from the railway line. We should stand far from the railway, not close from the railway line. We should stand not close to the railway line, but we should stand far from the railway line in order to avoid railway accident. And next one, we should talk in low and high voice inside the train. We should talk in low and high voice inside the train. What is this? We should always try to take high voice in the train. High voice. It is absolutely wrong. We always talk high, not high, but low voice inside the train, lest other passengers may object and may insult. We should not speak, we should not talk in high voice inside the train, but in low voice inside the train. And next one, we should never play with electric switches or chains in the train. Train is a part of journey, so we should be careful at the time when we usually travel by train. So we should not play, we never play any electrical switches or chains in the train. It is wrong. And next, we should not take our arms out of the train's window. We should take our arms out of the window, or we should not take our arms out of the station, outside the window, out of the train's window. It is wrong. If we take our arms out of the train's window, that will be wrong. Accident may take place. So, in order to avoid accident, we should not take our arms out of the train's window. And now I discuss this point, this lesson, railway journey, because of the introduction of the British, who established railway line in our country in the interest of themselves, but at the same time they taught us a lesson to be well-mannered, and they also learned a lesson learned a lesson of etiquettes, manners, well behavior, especially when we travel by train. But the time when there was no train, there was no bus, there was no car, there was no bike, even bicycle, people had to cross on foot from one place to another. I discuss about a person, an educated person, a young professor of Hindu College, Henry Louis Vivian Dirozio, who used to cross a road, a vast field, on foot from one place to another. It was a large road, a large vast field he had to cross in order to reach his school, because David Duman, who established the school, Dharmotala Academy, where he got admitted, he always reached before, and David Duman, that's why I liked him very much, because of his punctuality, sense of punctuality. And at the time when he reached, David Duman always blessed, always kissed him because of he was a favorite student. He was one of the favorite students of David Duman, who was a student of Dharmotala Academy. Once again, I discussed this because that time there was no railway, but students were well disciplined, well behaved, and they received proper education under the able guidance of the respectable guidance of the efficient teacher, the teacher, uh, uh, the teacher repute, they always help them to receive proper education, and ultimately a number of educated people, a number of educated persons were able to be a good man in the society like Hirosio. Thank you, my dear students. And next day I shall discuss about next point as per the lesson. Today I shall give you some homework. You please watch the Tenno and prepare your homework. Thank you.